Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's 3:45 on Wednesday, the 2nd of March. Sorry I've been quiet for a day or two. There really hasn't been that much to do because the market's been falling, and the best thing to do was to do nothing. So today it looks a little bit brighter in that we've got on VectorVest USA, we've had the short-term trend is turned up. And we printed a green light. That green light can change before the end of play, of course, but the shortest term signals on VectorVest are up, but all the medium to long term signals are still down. So if we have a look at the VectorVest composite, which I think I've got open, yes I have. That's the VectorVest composite, folks, and I put on the medium-term market timing system known as the DEW, and that's the system that I'm going to use personally to actually stick my first toes into this market. And quite simply, the VectorVest composite must close above this moving average, a 30-day weighted moving average, and this momentum indicator must get its nose above its center line 0. And that still hasn't happened. We nearly got a signal here. As you can see, we closed a couple of days above the moving average, but the momentum indicator didn't come to the party. So still waiting. I have one single position, and I've sweated in that position for quite a long time. And it's not ZIM. That's the position that I'm looking at. It is none other than CF, and it's taken this heck of a long time to come right, but nevertheless it finally has come right. If we get rid of the stochastic for a moment, that is how it's looked over the last year. I've only got into it, I think, somewhere down 72.50 as it broke and kissed on that level. Nearly got stopped out in that, but managed to stay in there, and I managed to get my stop on that to entry, and I've taken a little bit indeed. It'll soon be 20% into profits and sitting right at the top of this channel. So short-term traders, if you're in this, then there is, a lot of people are going to be looking at that sort of level. Quite frequently it'll stick its nose through it, but you can see there's quite a marked channel here. So short-term players, I would have thought, would be taking their money up there. We shall see. I like the look of ZIM, and I like the look of Ford. Ford, as you can see, still on a sell signal, but the fundamentals quite good. ZIM, I think I've got open. I was looking at it a second ago. There's the stochastic. The stochastic is showing this reverse divergence. Now, a lot of people feel that the stochastic is a bit of a waste of time. What it does do is that it gives you the discipline to sit and wait for good low-risk entries, and technically that was a really good entry into ZIM just down there, but clearly the general market wasn't coming to the party. I think if the DEW does print a buy signal and we break through this high, then ZIM will be my second position. And then on Ford, and I've got a lot of work to do yet, but on Ford the situation is moving averages are down. This came back, and it's sitting at a 61% retracement of the last range. There is a trend line at work here as well. It in fact came up very nicely this morning and then got knocked at this level, and that's not so good. And as you can see, the moving averages are still down, so clearly it's got a bit of work, and you get very lucky when you actually buy into buy rated stocks that are rising. So this share's got a bit of work to do. So quite a few things that I'm interested in. If we have a look at the UK market, there we are. UK had an up day but got knocked badly yesterday, and the last time I looked it was up a little bit today. I think it'll take its lead from the US. Just remember, folks, when it's time to buy you won't want to, and if you cast your mind back to March, I think it was the 24th, 2020, when I took my first steps into the market after the coronavirus sell-off, there was absolutely no good news around. The world had just gone into lockdown, at least the UK had just gone into lockdown. So although the news this evening is going to be full of doom and gloom from this ghastly conflict in the Ukraine, but I shall be taking the signals as and when they come. It's still early yet, but I'm starting to become a little bit optimistic that a turn is on its way. So again, go back to the UK as we know, or the US. The S&P's up 42 points. On the day, and still too early for me to do anything, but I'm starting to get interested. I hope you found this useful. Last week I didn't update because we had a traders show last Friday in Hammersmith in West London, and I was on the go sorting that out for the whole week. I shall do my best to update this when these trends turn. Could happen soon, it could take another couple of weeks, but sooner or later, as sure as day follows night, there will be a buy signal, and that buy signal will occur, as I say, when the news is absolutely dire. When it's time to buy, you simply won't want to. Thanks very much. Bye bye.